Peter Joseph, author of the new book, The Human Rights Movement, Reinventing the Economy to End Oppression. He joined me in the studio for a healthy argument and to clue me into his ideas. Check it out.
Really why the system is outmoded. So I hope that makes sense.
No, it does. I just wanted to point out that I don't necessarily think that all of these ways of making money with regard to trade is, going to give humans an altruistic bend on things. I personally don't feel that that really exists within people when it comes to making money. Let's hit more on the domestic product, the gross domestic product side of things. Other measurements, right now our gross domestic product is measured on consumer spending. What about other measurements like private domestic investment, government spending? I mean, how important do you think that is to raising awareness about this and writing about it and talking about how much our GDP is tied to consumer spending?
Well, I take a very macro approach to all of this. So the divisions you see between the public and the private sector in terms of spending, for example, to me are fundamentally the same.
The recession forced most Americans to change their spending habits. As a result, a lot of different industries have suffered. And now the main cause for our previous financial crisis could lead to a similar dilemma in the auto industry. Boomboss Bianca Ficini's got more for us on this.
When most people hear the term subprime
Fair. Amid this, what are they facing?
So they haven't exactly been doing well. Like you said, we learned very recently back in March that most U.S. automakers did not reach their sales expectations.
Right.
And this is very evident if you take a look at leasing rates versus car ownership. Plenty of people, and if you take a look at most expectation or reports from analysts for the rest of the year, they're not looking good. There's no positive turnaround that they're seeing in the auto industry. And that's just because we've had a decline in demand, therefore a decline in sales. And
Well, you mentioned housing-related debt has fallen, auto and student debt jumped. There's got to be a direct link here.
Yeah, I mean, as we talk about all the time, at least with millennials, other generations, of course it's different for, but because of things like student debt and other circumstances as well, they're holding off on buying homes, and they're student loans. So they're all very interconnected and impact each other, and just really goes to show that subprime loans will never be a saving grace for any industry.
Sounds depressing.
It might be an option, but it's never going to be the total fix that you need in order to turn things around.
So rent that apartment until the day you die and lease that car, pretty much. Okay, great. Thank you very much, Boomboss Bianca Ficini. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau and his government are being criticized for loaning taxpayer dollars to Bombardier in the first place. Why'd they do it? Everyone's wanting to know that. Some politicians are saying the feds need to do a lot more to keep CEOs in check. RT's Alex Mihailovich. That's all for now, everybody. Check out the show on YouTube, youtube.com/boombossrt. Thanks for watching. See you next time.